for some of these duos, and I want to see some other people kind of try to mimic their style of running and gunning together and securing those eliminations, especially in the late game.
Man, they were looking in rare form earlier, and then you hit the nail on the head. They just need to do that again.
This is a pretty tough battle bus for anybody landing on the south side of the map because it's starting near Greasy Grove, and it's going straight up over Risky Reels. So if you're stretching over to Paradise Palms or any place in the desert, and there's a lot of teams that do like to land in the desert, you've got quite a bit of a ride to get there. You got to make sure your landing is proper and make sure that you spectate and see around you, like if there's anybody coming to contest your spot or nearby.
Yeah. We'll have to see if some teams even utilize floating island to make rotations. The corrupted zones, they've got these weird floating things close by, so you can use those vortexes as well.
I want to get on the floating island as soon as possible so we can watch round 3
of Nick
Mercs versus Aiden. It's going down right now. I see both of them landed there, I believe.
Now, who wins? So, first game was Nick Mercs. Second game was Aiden. I'm very curious to hop over and see what's going on. Aiden's still alive.
Aiden's teammate is already down, and actually, it wasn't Nick Mercs that showed up this time.
Wait, so
it was Typical Gamer and his partner, Exas, take down Ambruin and are now looking to take down Aiden, but Aiden takes down Typical Gamer's partner with a well-placed SMG spray, and he gets taken out. He does thirst him before going down. Securing that extra limb was vital. But, you know, he was really close on taking the both out.
So this is where Nick Mercs is and Hysteria. They are engaged with Nox and TSM Daquan. So Cypher, professional brain picking time. Who wins this fight and why?
The close range shotgun fights.
Yeah.
He does have the health and some materials, but Daquan and his partner have the high ground. So it's not looking too good in terms of weapons for Nick Mercs. He's getting sprayed from the high ground from Daquan. Now he's running low on mats, and Daquan is going to be pushing him, sees him coming down, knocks him, and is going to start looking for his partner.
Wow,
his partner is gonna
ready with the punish, man.
Hysteria is running around underneath. He might slide down. If he does, it's going to be very risky.
Almost
down to the last bit of health. Yep, that high ground was just too good. But it wasn't really just the high ground that dictated that. As soon as I saw that Nick Mercs didn't have a shotgun, it really, you know, his playstyle revolves around it a lot.
Yeah.
Not having that close range shotgun really put him back a little bit.
Raid bosses, okay? Just walk by. You don't need to do this. We can fight another day. Creo, though, is closing in. And Pooh Bear looks like he's down, and Ranger goes down as well.
Creo and Zextro did a really good job last game. I think they were one of the teams that went down with 5 eliminations.
There's kind of like a time factor goes in. How long are we spending in it on this engagement? Is it worth it at that point?
It's not worth it. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think Nick A30 and his partner are taking too long to take out this opponent. The Storm is closing in. He does get hit right here. He's taking out the quad launcher, hits them both before going down. Now he doesn't get any elims, but he takes off their shields, and this is not a good look for Nick A30 and his partner. They do have 4 elims now, so they did secure a point. He's got to be careful. Kane's right behind him. Now him and his partner. Oh, Kayun edits a window and one-shots LG Creo with a pump shotgun, and now takes the high ground. He might be able to turn this fight around. He lands another good hit. He has a med kit that he's going to pop. He will get it off, but at what cost? Will Zextro be able to pick up Creo, or will Kayun pop the med kit and rush them before he can pick him up?
He's going to do that.
He's rushing him right now with the nades. He's going to go ahead and shoot down the roof. The res was not complete, and now Creo is down. Ray's fire is still up. Ghost Kayun. I can't believe it. What an insane pump shot on Creo.
And he's a Bush Bandit.
And now Ray's fire is still up. Zextro gets hit with the explode.
Oh, no way.
What a well-placed nade from Kayun. Insanely well played. Down to a 1v2 against 2 really good players who had 5 limbs last game. So they're not guys that you can just push around. And breaking the walls down is getting him down to 50 health, right? That way he doesn't expose himself while he's in here, and he can farm in peace. Now, however, it is going to be a little bit harder to farm the edges without exposing himself. So he might just opt out of that. He's getting pressed right now. Once he was opened up, people saw him, so he's going to have to disengage. But he did get a fair amount of brick before doing that. Unfortunately, he's going to have to use a lot of wood here to stay alive. He's getting shot from the north and the south. He can't be too happy about that. However, luckily for him, he has 3 big shields, so he will be able to get back up to full health. So that didn't pay off. He was trying to get some extra brick. He ended up actually spending 400 wood instead in return for some brick.
That's rough. That's rough. But it's, you talked about him, man. He's got the half shields. It's okay. He's going to top back off, but now they've used those resources, and he's down in materials he can't use to build. I mean, they're completely surrounded. Look at the top right of your minimap right now.
They will rebuild very quickly, but now they are aware of High Distortion and Yellow's positioning right beneath them. The circle is actually not too far away. Nick 830 is being pressured right now.
But he trades with one. Can he trade the second one? Nick 830!
Edit from Nick 830. Cutting that stairs in half and then dropping down on his opponent. His opponent did not expect him to do that. He probably thought he was trying to get away or that he was low health. Secures 2 elims. Needs 1 more to secure a point.
Wow, unbelievable. Changing that whole situation around. And honestly, he's still fine.
I don't think Ninja and Monster are going to let him go.
They
know he's there.
In on him.
Unless he has a way to rotate, it's going to be very tough for Nick 830. He does have a quad launcher. I don't know how much ammo he has in it, but they know he's there. They know one person's down there. They know he's maybe even weak. They're assuming that he's weak because he just finished fighting. He's not that weak. He has 50 shields and 100 health. But Kayun still alive after that clutch performance from earlier. His partner is still weak, but he's got some bandages. I wonder if he's going to share some with his partner. And his partner has some minis as well. Poach and Vivid! That's a duo you hate to see alive this late in the game. At least I don't hate to see it, but the other guys in there might hate to see it. They've got 1 elim, and they've got enough materials to make these late game rotations. And they also have a grappler. At least Poach does. So he should be able to rotate if he gets stuck.
I mean, he's also got the double barrel, right? If he can get in someone's face.
Poach loves the double barrel. When the double barrel first came out, he was one of the early adapters of just using it. And a lot of people thought initially that it was a very weak gun, but they just weren't using it that well. And you had to be really in somebody's face. And Poach's playstyle kind of revolves getting in people's faces in these 1x1s. So he definitely feels very comfortable holding that double barrel. And I'm excited to see him use it in this late game.
Burning through Matt's Cypher. He's not got much left. Ninja and Monster looking to make rotations.
Look, they're not even using any mats. They're just being very, very sparing with their mats, and they're using other builds to go through. They actually spotted somebody. Ninja's going to throw a pyramid up, potentially blocking him. No, he doesn't. He's going to disengage from that fight, going extreme low ground and just slipping through these builds. Monster, however, was not fortunate enough to go unnoticed. He is very weak right now. I wonder if he'll be able to meet up with Ninja and grab that med kit off of him. Monster goes down.
Nick 830 still alive.
Nick 830 took him down and thirsted him. He's got 73 health left. Trying to be very safe before he pops them. He's stuck in a pyramid. Is he going down against somebody? Yeah, he is. He spotted somebody, hits him for 80, and finishes him off. Nick 830 securing 5 elims. And he eliminated Kayun of all people. And now he's going to pop that mini. Okay, you know, I was surprised that he didn't pop it earlier. It was very risky, but it paid off.
Yeah.
That's a risk reward. He was looking for that elim. He might have known somebody was nearby, somebody was weak. Now he's got 5 elims. Nick 830 is looking very solid. Look at his material count. He can make these rotations. He needs to get 1 more, and he knows that. So he's looking for the shots. Gets tagged a few times. Loses his shield, but he's going to go ahead and pop his last 2 minis. The storm is closing quickly, so he only had time to pop 1. Gets a double barrel against Tfue and Cloak, but does not finish them off, but makes them extremely weak. He's got 1 more mini to pop. Now he has to get out of here before the storm takes him down. Drops off the side.
Oh, the storm takes for damage there. He hasn't even reloaded his double barrel yet.
He has not reloaded it. And he knows that. He knows that his time is coming to an end here if he does not make it into the circle. And even if he does, he's not looking too high in terms of health. So this might be bad. If he doesn't make it through, takes a little bit more storm damage. The circle's almost done moving. Don't block yourself off.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, gets killed.
It was Snood. Snood finds him and takes him down.
And EU Jack took out Ninja as well in that exchange. Nick 830, 1 elim away from getting that second point. That's very unfortunate. He was so close to getting it. by nearly taking out Tfue and Cloak. He might even be the reason that they go down. They're still alive right now. But nope, they both actually just got eliminated. Tfue and Cloak both just got eliminated, and you can credit Nick A30's double barrel shots for that one.
Liquid Vivid can't stand their own stink. He just stink bombed himself. Unfortunately, that's not the way you want to go. That is not the way of the road.
JMock and Tempo looking to get maybe their second Victory Royale win. They do have the resources right now and the health to do it. They just gotta maintain these rotations and avoid any fights. Ooh. Cell's getting pressured. Left and right, he's surrounded right now. The circle is gonna engulf both of these guys. Space Lion, they're in the storm. Will they be able to get out? Bizzle alive by himself with a quad launcher, only 3 shots. And no health besides a little bit of shield and 100 health. Oh, he actually did pop a slurp. You can see his health ticking up a little bit. So the longer he stays alive, the more bulky he will be. He's got the quad launcher.
Oh, they took fall damage.
He didn't follow up on that. He didn't follow. There we go, another shot to knock some people down. A third shot. That one wasn't as effective. I bet he wishes those were some elims right there.
Yeah, they need eliminations right now.
He needs elims. He only has 40 wood, so he needs to eliminate somebody and take their resources. Oh. He needs to steal their resources. So he's going to be looking for somebody who's dropping down or looks a little bit more vulnerable than the rest to try to get those resources. There we go. 2 shots. 1 more shot from that AR, and he's going to get that elim. He doesn't have any more shots in his quad launcher. There's the knock. He needs to thirst.
School. His teammate, and look, rockets drop.
Rockets drop. Materials. Was it enough? 120 wood. I mean, anything is
better
useful.
Than 0.
Yes.
Yeah.
But 6 quad launcher shots. Will Bizzle be able to go off with these quad launchers? He accidentally quad launched himself. Someone built a wall right in front of him as he shot. That's not a good look.
15 players left in the game. There's a lot of action all happening in one tight little confined space.
Looking for that shot. Has 11 health. If he gets ticked by the storm, he will go down. Nade right in front of him. His teammate, Ghost Snood, takes him out.
Oh, man, but then Tempo finds a explode on Snood.
Like I said earlier, Tempo and JMock, they're looking pretty solid right now. But NRG Zate is on the top with a campfire. I think Zate might take this home. There's a lot of people with campfires, but the only person who's uncontested is NRG Zate. Everybody else is kind of near each other. It is going to come down to whoever gets the best medkit timing, and if they have maybe campfires to accompany it.
72
but my guess is it's going to be NRG Zate winning this because Tempo only has bandages. NRG Zate popped the medkit, and now he's going to try to push some people. Animal has more health than him, but
oh no!
He fell to his death.
Oh no!
To be fair, for him, Animal was going to win regardless. Animal had more health, so if he didn't find Animal, which didn't look like he was going to, he would have lost anyways.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. But you can see in the replay here, Animal has just slightly more health.
Yeah.
I think it's because he's standing on top of a campfire. I believe it's on top of a campfire. I could be mistaken. No, he's not on top of a campfire, but he did have just a little bit more health than him.
Yeah, so he definitely would have.
Now they have one good game. Here's the standings. 5 points for Tempo and JMock.
Yep.
They got 2 extra points this game. I believe they finished 2nd or 3rd. They must have made it to the top 5 and maybe had 4 elims to get those 2 extra points because they had 3 points prior to this. But 5-5, 4-4, a team with 0 points can come out and just get 6 points just like that, or 5 points just like that, and just jump up to the top. It's very easy. Well, it's not easy, but it's very easy for somebody to come back if they have a good game.
Yeah, even if you just drop a Victory Royale, right? That puts you in 7th place. That's if you didn't place better than Ghost School and Dong did. I mean, the points are very, very close here. They're much closer here than they are in EU, which is very interesting. And I think it just goes back to what you were talking about, the talent pool. Everyone, all these duos are stacked, and everyone is playing the best that they can. There's also just a tiny hint of passive play. And I'm hoping in the next game we see that shift again. We saw in game 2.